Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Love and Marriage with
Special edition.
Trina and
Rodney.
Alright, so tonight y'all, we're just going to simply be answering some questions that we have been asked over the years. Most people want to know how we got through struggles. Especially in the beginning, because that's when we had our most struggles. So I would say the first 2 years for us were pretty rocky.
Ooh, pretty. Very.
Not because of me though, because you know.
Hey.
Huh?
Take a sip.
Okay, listen, seriously though. The beginning struggles were basically us getting to know each other.
Trying to figure each other out.
As married people. Yeah. Because we were young and we were used to going, but we were going together.
Yeah.
And then once we got married, we tried to find our own space. Like, when do I take time to go do this? And when do I take time to go do this? And we really clashed. We never really clashed over finances or anything like that because we was broke.
We didn't have nothing.
So
it was building.
We was broke.
Didn't even have the blocks to build.
Exactly. So that was not really a big issue. The biggest issue with us when we got together was, and I know a lot of it was probably on me.
Listen, communication and assuming.
Yes.
That's what it was. You know.
I was a great communicator. He assumed a lot of stuff.
I was thinking the opposite.
Huh?
Yes.
How?
Shutting down.
Okay. This is what I'm going to tell y'all. Never, ever shut down. That is so evil, y'all. He would not know.
Don't know what to do.
What to do.
Yeah.
He would talk, honey, and I would give him the death stare.
Yeah, but when I figured it out, I said, listen. Like Brother Q said, listen here. I'm going to go cool out, and when you're ready to talk, we can talk.
Another thing I think, and I'm just going to keep it real, was trust.
Let's go.
I felt in my heart he wouldn't cheat, but my mind was telling me, girl, yes he would. He just like all them other jokers out here in these streets. Why he gotta leave and be gone all day to chill and hang with his brothers? And
I saw that video, the last video where it said every day or every weekend or something like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was me going to hang out and take care of things I need to take care of. But
take care of video games?
Hey, that was the icing on the cake. That was after the business was taken care of. I still had to move stuff out and bring stuff back. Right. That's
another thing. Oop, stop right there. He didn't completely move into my apartment.
It's an apartment. One bedroom apartment at that. Why junk it up?
You're still married though, right?
Why bring
everything?
When
you get married, don't you move in with your spouse?
You bring what you need.
This joker didn't move in. We bought our first house, our first year of marriage. We bought our house. And
we're talking the apartment. We ain't talking about the house yet.
That's when you moved in.
That's when we had space.
You didn't move into my apartment.
Nope.
He went from his mama's house to my apartment. And in my apartment, he just was spending the night.
What kind of apartment did we have?
He was bringing a loft.
A loft.
That was like 900 square feet.
No, it was not.
Yes, it absolutely was.
So you gonna bring all the stuff in a loft? No, you're not.
Absolutely.
When we moved into the 5-bedroom, that's when I brought all my stuff. That makes sense. Fellas, don't that make sense?
No.
It does.
You move in with your spouse, brother.
I did.
You move in all the way, not spend a night.
Hey, I was there.
Because this joke was bringing spend a night bags.
No. Next question.
So moving on. Our beginning struggles was a bit of communication, a little bit of maybe a little tiny bit of mistrust. Not a whole lot, because it wasn't that bad for me. But, because he had never done anything before. So, but the beginning struggles will make or break your relationship. You really have to be committed to work through those things seriously, or you're doomed.
And be willing to bring the walls down too. Like, if your heart is guarded, you got to be willing to open up. Because if you don't, it's going to be very difficult in the beginning.
Yes.
So
absolutely,
that's one of the things that we would definitely recommend. You going into it, and especially if you're engaged or if you're married, hey, you got to go ahead and open that thing on up because it's worth it. You chose the partner that you with. That's right. You might as well go ahead and lay it on out.
That's right.
Hey. Brother Harvey gonna tell you the truth now.
All right.
What we got?
So, is marriage what we expected it to be?
I think in the beginning you don't know what it's going to be, right? You come in with the hopes of it being great, but I mean, shoot, you don't know what marriage is until you're in it, you know. And it's gonna be rough. It's designed to be rough because you're gonna smooth each other out, you know. But in the beginning, it's hard. You know, in the beginning, you trying to figure out yourself and you trying to figure out how to please the one that you with. So that's difficult.
Okay, that's from a male's perspective because I had all kinds of expectations going into the marriage. All kinds.
Talk to me.
So I had prayed for this wonderful man. I had prayed that he was going to be doting and loving and romantic, and I mean, I had like heart eyes and butterflies, and I thought that was gonna be just what we were gonna have.
But that ain't what you gonna always get, because hey, listen here, I go hammer, I go extremely hard, but I'm not a romantic guy. I'll be the first one to say that. But I take care of everything that you want, and I give you everything that you want. So that right there, hey, within reason, it's got to make sense. Because, hey, as the head of the household, I got to push the family forward. So I got to make sure that everything is in line. But if it makes sense to do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to lay it out on the line. So to me, that's when the man says, hey, listen, I got you. I'm going to take care of you. To me, that's romantic. You understand?
That's romantic.
That's romantic. Hey, you tell me whatever it is that you want and I'm going to get it for you. You understand?
Do.
But I'm not going to read your mind.
No, you know, I tell you everything I want.
That's right.
And I get it.
So,
and
hey,
I'm grateful for that. But listen.
Now, I can work on that.
I don't get no flowers.
No.
I don't get no candy.
No.
I don't get, you know, nothing like that. I don't get surprised on dates.
But you got a brand new house and a Tahoe outside.
Ain't nobody telling you to tell nobody that.
You better talk to me. So listen here. You tell me which one you want. I understand. Hey, I'm just keeping it all the way 100.
I did want a Tahoe.
That's right.
And I got one.
That's right.
I did want to move. And I got a new house.
So which one? The flowers and the candy?
Flowers causing candy.
Ain't nothing
wrong with that too.
The house. I'm going to have a sip. I'm going to toast to that.
Too.
I'm going to toast to that. What's next?
Okay. I'm going to say, is divorce an option? We've been asked this before because, I ain't trying to put nobody's business out there, but we know a lot of divorcees. So, we've been asked, why do we stay together? Does it ever get bad enough for one of us to want to just walk away from the marriage? And I'm going to say no. Divorce is not an option for me. I took my vows seriously, said to death do us part. One of us got to go.
Hey,
to the Lord.
Now, hey, listen. Everybody's situation is different. Like,
yeah.
Shoot, man.
And I'm not saying stay in anything toxic. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Don't stay in anything toxic. If it's toxic, if it's hurting you, if it's disturbing your peace,
get some counsel.
Run. Oh, get counsel.
I say run.
Yeah, get counsel.
Get some counseling. You understand? Get some counseling.
Get counseling.
But listen,
get counseling.
I'll say this. If you see warning signs in the beginning, they ain't going nowhere, right? So you got to deal with those situations.
Right.
Situations won't deal with themselves.
That is true.
So,
and we have dealt with all of our situations head on. Now, I will say, I am a great communicator until my feelings are hurt.
Then she shut down.
I don't shut all the way down. I used to. I don't shut all the way down. I take me some time. He'll be asking me questions, and I'm like, not right now. So I'm doing much better with that.
Agreed.
I don't just say,
Agreed.
don't talk to me or don't look at me, or I don't do that.
Right.
I say, give me a little time.
But you used to do that.
I used to.
All right.
But now I ask you for a little time. Give me a little time to get myself together.
Yeah, you gotta
because
do that.
I am a crier.
Yeah.
And I cannot talk and cry at the same time.
Put it right here. Put it right here.
I don't want to be up on you with you and
then talk to me. You understand? That's where the healing part come in. Put it right there.
And that's what he expects. That's what he does. So when I am ready to talk, he's like, come here. Like I'm a little baby.
Bring it on in.
Come on.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
That's
and
right.
I'm like, really?
Get some of this counsel.
I am mad. And
That's
you
all
want
right.
to act like everything is hunky-dory.
Listen, I can take all of that. Come. Put it right here.
And what do I do?
Put it right here.
I do.
That's right. Talk to me. What else we got?
Okay. So, is marriage stressful?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
I didn't think you were going to say yes.
Yeah,
It
of course it
stressful
is.
Wait
Sometimes it
a
is.
minute.
It ain't always going to be
No.
peaceful and peachy.
No, I'm not stressed out in our marriage.
Listen, I ain't saying all the time. So that's saying, is it stressful? It can be. It can be. It's not always going to be great. That's what makes
You stressed?
No. But I'm saying, whenever there is a stressful time, you sit down and you talk about it, and that's where you build.
Marriage is not stressful. Do stressful times happen while you're married? Yes.
Yes.
We have been through some things
Of course.
together.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's not always.
Stressful. It wasn't our marriage though.
No. But I'm saying it can be stressful. It's not in a stressful state all the time. But it's like saying there's stressful times, there's happy times. There's times when you like, hey man, I need a break. I need to go sit down somewhere. I need to go whatever. But all of that.
We're talking about in our marriage though.
I know it.
When have you needed to get away from me and go sit down somewhere?
Shoot, when you was like, where you been? You go there with my PlayStation and go sit down somewhere.
Okay.
You been gone so long. When I said I'd be right back, brother said I would be right back.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Don't ever say be right
boy, we're
back.
going to always say the be right back.
We going to get off of that
Yeah.
subject. That was so many years ago. He still brings
I know it. Yeah, because I saw what you did in that video, putting the blue
He
letters
is
up
really
at the top.
salty about me
Hey,
saying
I
he was
saw
gone
that.
every day.
I saw what
He
you
was
did. I was
gone
like,
a lot of
word.
days.
I ain't gonna lie, I could have communicated then. Hey, I don't like that. What is that all about? But I let her put it in there because I said I'm gonna get her in the
He
next
let me
one.
put it in there because
I
he
said I'm gonna
knows.
get her in the next one, and here we are. Oh, don't hold nothing back. You gotta talk about it. Listen, I need to take my own advice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so our marriage is not stressful, but there are times in which it can be. So I like to look at every opportunity. If something is stressful, if there's an opportunity for us to build, I'm going to take it. Do you hear me? Sometimes it's not the best thing right away, but I like to jump in everything that I do, but it makes it for the better.
I will say, in the beginning, to me, it was stressful because we went through a lot of changes. Changes with occupations and career paths and
Yeah.
That was,
Man, we tag team everything. We tag team jobs. We tag teamed it all.
We did.
You know what I mean?
We did.
IT, everything. So hey, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But always look for an opportunity to build and enhance your marriage. Don't look at an opportunity to take a dig or to destroy.
Right.
Always build. Right?
Exactly.
What else we got?
Okay. So next,
What we got?
is it important to have your own identity in your marriage? I would say
Absolutely.
yes.
You gotta have it.
Right. I will admit I lost myself in our marriage. Everything I did was for him. And for the kids, it was all about my family. It was all about my husband. It was all about my kids.
Yep.
And I did absolutely nothing for myself ever. And that went on for years.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, hey, listen, after you take care of the kids and you feed them and change the diapers and you school them and everything else, what about you? What are you? What do you want to do for yourself?
Said, nothing. I'm good.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Even when it comes to spending, I'm like, hey, listen, this is for you. Do something for you, and she spend it on the kids. I'm like, that's not for the kids. That's for you. The kids taken care of. It's for you.
Because I didn't know anything other than being a wife and a mom.
That's why
I had grew into that.
Hey,
I mean,
put it right here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is for you. Spend it on you.
But after my kids got a bit older, I was like, okay, well, you know what? They're a little more self-sufficient.
Then we started turning around like, where mama at? She gone. In
I
this
was in the
room right here.
Peace out.
Yep. We turn around, she gone. And that's great.
And they looking for me.
Yep.
And I'm like, bye.
Yep.
So
you gotta have some personal time for
you
yourself.
do. Now I absolutely love it. So ladies, let me tell you, from a female perspective, from a mom and a wife's perspective, get you some time to yourself, okay?
Got you.
And he did help me. I said before, you know, when he would come home from work, he would say, go relax and stuff. And I would. But at the same time, he was like, what they doing in there? I wonder if they need some help.
Man, we getting to
like,
all the goodness in there.
I'm like, what do the kids need? Because I knew he was going to probably be playing his game, and the kids were probably somewhere on the floor playing with some toys or something. And
they was in here with daddy.
They was with
right
daddy.
here.
Oh, Lord.
Understand?
They were good.
Both sides,
so,
baby.
Anyway, it's very important to have your own identity. Yeah. I was also able to start a business.
That's right.
Now I do a couple of things. Now I'm filling my plate all the way up. I went back and I took some courses and some classes. I also became a certified belief therapist within that time. So I would say something for yourself is very important.
Hey, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Then you can take care of everybody else.
That's right. That is so true.
What else we got?
Personal space. So a lot of people who get married, of course, two individuals coming together, now you're sharing your space and most of your time.
Yes,
it's important to have personal space. I didn't value personal space. I wanted to be like we are now, but we always like this. I'm all up on them. Y'all see how close I am? But it is important to have your personal space. I realize that now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, can y'all just give me a minute? Go somewhere.
But see, it also depends on your family. You know what I mean? Because it was just you, your mother, and your brother. You know what I mean? For the majority of the time.
Right.
Where me, it was me and my three brothers. And man, we was always around each other. Yeah. So it was always, hey, first one up. And you had the TV to yourself, quiet time. It was great because we was always around each other. You always wanted to be around someone because it wasn't a lot of y'all.
Because I had brothers. Now, he said me, my mom, and my brother. But I actually have 3 brothers. But the 2 younger ones, they were so little. They were with my dad.
Absolutely.
And I did, when I was with my dad, I did spend a lot of time with my little brothers. Because they were so much younger. They were actually like my little babies.
Your kids, yeah.
Right. So I changed diapers. I took them with me everywhere. I've always been a mama bear, y'all. I was destined to become a mother of somebody. So, I guess my attachment to my mom and then attachment to my baby brothers. Because my oldest brother was always gone for the most part. Yeah. He was so much older. So he was with his friends all the time, or he was gone to college and then he moved out. I stayed with him briefly, but even with that time, you know, he was working and stuff like that, and I had to go to school. So
yeah, so you were looking to be around.
I was looking for someone to be around all the time.
Yeah, and I enjoyed.
Didn't want to be
whenever I could get some quiet time because we were always together. You know.
But I'm gonna tell you, he switched it up on me though, because when we were dating, we dated from 19 to 22.
Yeah.
Okay. He wanted to be all up under me.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Listen.
He wanted to be all up under me.
You coming over here today? Are you coming over today? And I'd be like, Yeah, I come through. Okay, I come over.
Oh, it was me calling you.
Yeah, because remember, she wanted to always be around. You know what I mean? So who am I to deny that? You understand? Who am I? Right here. Since 19, right here.
Stop playing with me.
You understand?
Wait a minute. Y'all, hold up. He wanted to be all up under me.
You know I ain't lying. Turn my Promco phone up. I had to buy extra minutes. And I bought them too. Do you hear me? I did. Yes, I did. What else we got, baby? What else
Alright, so we've had a lot of people to ask if our families get along, because sometimes it's friction between the two families.
Yeah.
And thankfully our family get along. Our
man,
families
listen,
get along.
It was almost as if man, it was crazy. Like my mama would get on me behind her. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
my mama get on me
behind me.
Like, are you kidding?
You know what I mean? So our families just clicked on all sides. Mm-hmm. That's a blessing. It's rare.
We were accepted in on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, he already knew my mom for years and years because we were friends.
Yeah.
I think we told y'all that before. And then I knew his brothers, but I hadn't met his parents.
Mm-hmm.
But when I met his parents, I was like, yeah, they great.
Yeah. And when I met your dad, I'm going to have to keep it going. He looked at me, he was like, young man, do you know what you're doing?
Don't be telling my daddy.
Do you know what you're doing?
What did
Grabbed my hand and squeezed it and just like tried to break it. And I love that.
Big country.
He got bare hands and I love it.
Country hands.
So I squeezed it back. I had to. And that's what got me in. That's what got me in.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, the Morgan clan, my gosh, they don't play no games.
Hey.
You gotta earn your way in with my daddy family, okay?
Yeah.
My dad's side.
And they were surprised. They were like,
RL like you?
I was in.
My daddy gave me a stamp of approval, so everybody was like, oh, okay, he must be all right.
I told him, yes, sir. And I know what I'm doing.
That's right, because he wanted him to know that she's the only girl. Yeah. And she's spoiled. Yeah. Are you ready for that?
Sir, I'm going to put it right here. Do you? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Silly.
That's what I'm going to do.
So silly.
What else we got, baby?
Well, let me just say.
Go.
That I am like a fam fave.
Of course.
With the Ballards.
Of course.
Okay, don't play no games because they love me.
They love you. They don't play about you.
They do. They love me.
No doubt.
And I love them.
That's right.
And let me tell y'all, I don't know if it was just, I don't know. My brother-in-laws are the bomb. I love them. Just like they are my own brothers. Yeah. It's like.
It's rare, but that's what God gave us.
Yeah. And his mom and dad, that's mama and daddy. Yeah. You know, my mom and dad, same thing. Except for, call her TV.
TV.
And I'm like, call her mama.
Hey, she loved watching TV.
TV. Yeah. Is what he wanted to call her.
That's what I used to call her.
Yeah, he calls her Mima now. Yeah. Because we all call her Mima. I even call her Mima now. Yeah. Because of the kids. But, yeah, we clicked. And it is straining and stressful on your marriage if your family does not get along. Yeah. Or if you don't get along with your in-laws.
Yeah, because if they didn't like me, that's just what it's going to have to be. Because I'm like, hey, this is my woman right here, and I'm going to get what I want.
Wait, hold up. Huh? So if they didn't like you.
Hey, man, I'm sorry about that, but I got to have her, so.
Well, I'm glad
I'm glad too.
But listen, y'all, grateful. Seriously, put forth as much effort as you can to get along because it will strain your marriage if you don't get along with your in-laws. And sometimes even if the in-laws don't get along with each other, like my mom and his mom were friends, you know, it's like you have to make sure that you gotta find a common ground for everybody, so everybody can be cool.
And don't tell everybody your business, because if you do, then they're gonna be looking at them crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, so if you do that, then it's gonna be a problem. Mm-hmm. So keep your business to yourself. Mm-hmm. Find somebody that you can share things with.
That's true.
Get some good godly counsel, and then keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Right. What else we got?
Okay, so we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. All right. It is important to get along with family. The last thing we're going to talk about is having children. Okay. So, I am a child of divorced parents, and his parents were together the whole time. So I know the strain of, going from house to house or whatever. That's another reason why I'm so committed to this man and to my children, because I want something different for them. Mm-hmm. Now, it turned out great. Y'all see how awesome I am. So, we can still work with it. Is it because of that?
That's right. Get this counsel. Come get this counsel, baby. Hey, that helped me too. That helped me.
But, when we had our children, mm-hmm. I wanted to raise them differently. Okay? Our parenting styles, much different. Yeah. I am the caregiver. Yeah. I am the yes man. I am the let's figure it out. What do you want to do? I want their opinion. I want to know what they want. I want to know what they want to eat. I want to know where they want to go. I want to know where
am.
He is.
I'll ball you up.
And so.
So that's job.
They come to me for everything. Yes. I don't care if they want a soda. They will not ask their dad if they can have a soda. Like, Mom, can we have a soda? And they'll whisper.
Because I'll say, hey, is your room clean? And they look at me like, oh. And I say, that's your answer. That's why.
Mom, can we play a video game?
Hey, did you finish your homework up? That's your answer.
So our parenting styles are very different, but I think they complement each other. Yeah. I was told just a couple of days ago that I'm good cop and he's bad cop. And I'm like,
I love that.
I'm like, why would you say that? Somebody literally just told me that. They was like, now I know you didn't just tell them kids, don't make me tell your daddy or don't make me go get your dad. And I say, I sure did, because it works. Right. I'm like, yeah, I did. And they was like, that's why them kids don't do nothing you say. Oh, they do what I say. Because they know when mommy gets mad, it's serious. Yeah. Okay? Daddy, he get me all the time.
Hey.
Daddy always, Daddy always barking.
Hey, what Banner say? That's my secret. I'm always angry. But listen, I get what I want. And what I want is to make them happy. But I got to get what I want. So, that's how it goes. If you take care of business, I give you whatever you want. But you got to take care of business. If not, it's a problem. And there's a price to be paid for that. So, that's how we do it. And what helped me was when I saw how precious they was, I was like, oh, God, thank you for these kids. I still feel like a kid myself. So, I'm going to give them to you. That was the best thing that I could have done, was give them to him, our Heavenly Father, as soon as I saw him.
His care, yeah.
And I asked for guidance on how to parent him, how to be the father that I needed to be, the husband that I needed to be.
He about to make me cry. I'm finna have to stop the video. Because I feel like, I'm like, don't cry. Yeah.
So that makes things a lot easier because, hey, go to the manufacturer. If you're having some problems, don't blame them. You got to look at yourself. Go to the manufacturer and say, hey, this is the problem that I'm having. And don't be surprised if you get something in your spirit to say, what are you doing or what have you done to cause whatever situation that y'all in?
Sorry. So in conclusion, y'all, let me just say, consider your partner. Yeah. All the time. Just always consider them. When you make decisions, when you act a certain way, when you say certain things to them, would you say those things to yourself? Would you do those things to yourself? I mean, doing it to them, it's like doing it to yourself.
That's right.
Because you are now one. I understand that you're still your own individual and all that, but I mean, your unit. It's your union. It's one.
Absolutely.
And so you should operate like one.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't
and
tear them down, destroy them. Don't talk about your spouse, especially to other people.
Yeah.
Like,
no talking down in
about
public.
him, but we joke.
That's
and then
right.
I say it to him.
Yeah.
And he does me the same way. And it's like joking and we laughing and we don't take it personal. But when you get serious and there is something that you don't like about your spouse, and
don't
you start
say
telling
something
other people
that you can't take back. You understand?
Because words cut deeper than any sword.
Absolutely.
Seriously. It takes emotional wounds so much longer to heal than a physical wound. So you don't want to do that. Don't wound your partner in that manner. Don't do that.
Yeah, so in closing, marriage can be the best harvest. Oh, but you got to put the work in. Listen, when everybody had to sit down last year, oh man, we had fun in the house. You know, we had fun with the decisions that we made over them 20 some odd years. You know what I mean? So, hey man, put in the work.
Put it in.
Reap the harvest.
That's
you understand?
Right.
Oh, can we toast to that? Reaping the harvest, baby. We out of here.
All right.
Like that.
Until next time, thank y'all for watching.
Peace.